for you.
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where's Nick?
Technical difficulties already. Nice.
It's always running behind. Nick, Nick being on time is an oxymoron.
I don't get it.
Happy Friday, everyone.
We're gonna have to get a cutout for him too, huh? For this show.
Yeah, like OAX.
Yeah. So let's talk about OAX. Did you guys do well? Michael, did you do well?
No complaints. I had a happy OAX. It was interesting. I got probably as much or more business from my posting pieces on CAF for those people who weren't going to be there, or people who were going to be there. I wanted to jump on a piece. All of my trading card art sold except one.
Yeah, that's a thing now for us old guys. That we got to get our heads around that. That's good.
I just wanted to say hi to our audience.
Welcome, hi, everybody.
Welcome. Joining us on this Friday. I appreciate it. It's been probably a long week for many of you guys. I know it's been a long week for me. A lot of it had to do actually from recovery from OAX. Didn't expect to partake in so many Miller Zingers and beers at the bar. But
did you do the
really,
crawl?
really enjoyable. Huh?
Did you do the crawl?
So I had every intention. But I also had my wife with me. And so, if those that didn't go, Florida was freaking cold. And so we went to Miller's with the intention of going to the crawl. And she said, nope, this is where we're stopping. So we went there. And of course, everyone circled back around. But there was a lot of really, really fun nights outside the show and everything, too. We can definitely dive into the show and the artists. But what about you guys? How was the social aspect?
I got the most out of that, to be quite honest. The last year, it was a chance for me to connect with a lot of the guys that I met through, the community online. And it was enough to pull together a group in Baltimore who I got to be pretty good friends with. Mm-hmm. But this year it was like the folks that I had connected with, and I only knew from, maybe chats. I got to meet them this year. So I got more out of the social aspect, I think, than I did of the art. I got a couple nice pieces, but I treated myself pretty well last year. So I was tempted. Michael had a couple of George Perez pieces that I came really close to, but I had to show some discipline. Yeah, that was it. That is fantastic.
Claim it in the chat, guys. Claim it in the chat.
Yeah, anybody who wants a prime piece of George work, that's a cover, Malibu cover. That was pretty nice.
What about you, Michael? How, any late nights or fun times?
So for me, part of the problem was work has been so busy that I wasn't really able to fully prep for the show. So I did some of the prep work while I was there. And because I was still on California time, that made for some late nights. and early mornings, excuse me, when the sun came up. And so Thursday night, I didn't get much sleep. Friday night, I got a chance to have dinner with Bob Layton, just a one-on-one dinner, which the two of us haven't done in many years, which was nice. And Saturday night after the auction, I just crashed.
Wow.
It was nice to actually get some sleep.
Well, I will say, like I was, of course, an attendee, and you were working the booth. Last year, I had a small table. I didn't really sell anything. I was just giving away or getting donations for a novelty T-shirt. But even that was a lot of work. So there's a lot of collectors. I was talking to like Michael Henson and some of those guys, and Aranga and his wife were there. But those cons are work. Like you get there in the morning. All the smiles, all the handshaking, all the I don't really care that I'm talking to you, but I am. No, I kid. Everything was genuine. But I can see crashing. But we had fun.
It was really great seeing everyone, and the hardest part though was balancing the social at the table with the selling. And I feel like there were times when one gave way to the other, and people were asking questions, so I had to stop mid conversation with people so I could address the sale question, and they vanished, and I was like, I feel like a bad friend.
Do you hold any of that card art back? I know like that George Perez Beast, as soon as he posted, I hit up my buddy Jose, and he ended up getting it. And actually from the card art perspective, and I'll jump in that later, but I met a lot of those guys, and we hung out a couple nights with they doing their whatnot. They were a fun crowd. They were good dudes and a fun crowd. And it's a different aspect of collecting, and a lot of them actually bought their first original art at that show.
Wow.
So, keeping the addiction going, keeping the money flowing in the hot. I feel like a gateway drug dealer, but it is what it is.
Yeah, at this stage, I have to go through. I know I still have 2 card art pieces. I have one. This is has not yet been published. The Electra.
Yes,
for a card set. But I have one Just Go Marvel Masterpieces. Was it Masterpiece? Yeah. Right.
Which one?
Very first set. Nightcrawler.
All right, I'm pinging them all, and you're gonna get blown up.
And the other one I have is a really oversized page of art from the Spider-Man set that Bagley did a lot of, and so it's 9 cards on the one sheet. But it also includes some Adam Hughes art on it too, so it's a really cool oversized piece. So,
are those permanent collection for you, Michael, or those guys ping you? Would
never
you have a
say
conversation?
Never.
All right. Not me, but I'll let them figure that out for you.
There are 3 or 4 framed pieces downstairs that would never be touched, but those 2 are not amongst those. So
I heard you had a special video. I finally got to upload.
Since we're on Baruchi's show, by the way. Jay's talking. My apologies.
That's
Jay. I was
yeah.
going to say, Jay.
That's all right.
And I'll let you.
So I re-exported the video. I have it loaded. So whenever y'all are ready for it, you want to go ahead and play it?
Well, real quick, I think Michael's going to start the Nightcrawler auction at 11 cents, and then we'll cycle it through the
then
video.
We'll do that. Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, do the video, Jay. Go ahead.
And I missed my stop.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Michael. How are you?
Good. Everything's great. It's really nice seeing everybody. By the way, where's Nick? Oh, he's not coming this year.
Oh, he's coming. I just picked him up. He's right over there. Although, he's looking a little thin, isn't he?
He is looking a little thin. Maybe he could use a steak.
A steak?
Definitely.
Yeah. A steak.
I was offered 122 cover, and I kept in here. What's up?
How's it going? I'm excited, man. Everyone's talking about it.
Sure. It's somewhere here, so let me find it. Yeah.
Damn. Oh man.
So you asked for Batman versus Azrael,
Yep.
and I know that Azrael is like a medieval character, so I chose
Crazy.
both of them to be in medieval style. So this is Batman Knight, kind of like a white knight,
Sure.
really, and lots of Easter eggs in the background. I don't even remember what's in here. Oh, there's the new Absolute Batman here.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There's a bank here. And
Thank you, man. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Really appreciate it.
Holy cow, that is awesome. That is awesome. And the costume is fantastic.
It's the second most complicated costume I've drawn.
Really?
Yeah.
First being Jack of Hearts?
Yes.
Every Jack of Hearts, right?
Yeah.
There's so much we could talk about with a man with your career as long as it's been. But I want to start at the beginning. Krusty Bunkers.
Mhm.
Tell me what that was like being part of that initial team.
It was myself, Larry Hama, Ralph Reeves, sometimes Bob McLeod, anybody that was in the studio that was available. The Krusty Bunkers were a deadline crunching inking team. Neil would ink all the figures and we would do the backgrounds for him. And he would just divide the pages up amongst people and he'd tell me, it's like, you do the rocks, you do this, you do that. Everything worked out well. And a majority of the work was for Marvel's black and white line. So we got to do a lot of tone work and stuff. And at the time I was 19 years old. So it was the beginning of my traditional training, Neil told me, he said, "You've got skills, kid, but the biggest problem you're going to have is you got to forget everything you've taught yourself because you've learned it wrong." And he was right. So I just did what he would instruct me to do. And Neil would literally come behind me, and if I was working on a page, he'd pick my hand up off of it, and he'd say, "Go to the files and get some reference. Don't try to pencil it unless you have a photograph of it." And that was the beginning of have good reference first before you initiate your artwork.
That's just a little taste.
You got some abs, Nikki B. You got some abs.
Yeah, well,
Looking
I
good.
took their advice and had a lot of steak after the show. That flash suit, when you're in the flash suit, you're running around, you lose a lot of weight because I think you got to have like 400,000 carbs an hour. So lost a lot of weight that way. But after the show, I was like, you know what? I need some steak. The funniest part was Jeff Wedding with the like, "Oh my God, he's there!" Hey everybody, how are you?
Hey Nick,
you
need that
You probably avoided being in the photos. You never got in any of them. You avoided them.
I was like, you need that standee, Nick, and you need to put it right behind you for the rest of your shows.
It's on the way. It should be there any minute.
Yeah, apparently it's coming in real slow. Anthony Snyder's bringing them instead of them just running here. Nick was there, but his conversation was pretty stale, almost cardboard-like. I gotta tell you, man, seeing the photos, not just the photos of you guys with me, which, by the way, thank you guys. Those were really, really uplifting. Just seeing the photos from the show. I mean, I really missed not being there, but the fact that this was everybody just basically being in the equivalent of I mean, you guys are right in the middle of a bunch of theme parks, but in the original art theme park was awesome. So it's great to see everybody have fun. I missed you guys. I wish I was there, but everybody looked like they had a blast. I got a ROM commission from Pat I love. Nice. Nick's back. No, this is Nick's front, rug rack. You don't want to see my back. I should have signed the Nick standee, same as the show posters. Someone want to sign my standee, please. So, what did you guys get? What did you guys get? Come on, let's. Oh, you know what? I'll do one more really funny thing. You guys ever see the Saturday Night Live skit with Jeremy Renner when they do the Avengers and they're like, "What's Hawkeye do?" Like Black Widow's like, "I get to pose like this," but they're like, nobody yells, "Let's get Hawkeye to help." putting some comics away. And this just made me think of that. Stark, don't just stand there. Save time, Greg. I can't, like Hawkeye's going to do anything about it. Anyway.
Is that a Leighton cover?
This is not a Leighton cover. I think this is Luke McDonald.
Oh, okay. It's hard to see
I
from here.
can't tell you 100%. But it looks like Luke McDonald, Tony Stark face.
Yeah. What else you got?
Oh, that's it. Besides, neither of these Jokers are the real Iron Man. I am.
There you go.
What'd you guys pick up? Mike, I heard something about an Electra trading card that you and I will be discussing, apparently.
Yeah, it's on the back wall.
Oh, is that it on the back wall?
Yeah.
Is that the card? That's a pretty big card.
Yeah.
What's
Wow.
like? It's going to be a top stack or what? Because I guess I own it.
He's going to. Bill's supposed to be doing a full. I don't remember if he's doing a full set or if he's doing like a subset.
Oh, very cool.
Interior artist Luke McDonald with Ekin and Garvey Anchor. So I'm going to say it's Luke on the cover. Any Diamond Talk, please. I've been doing Diamond Talk for the last 2 weeks. Do you guys know how many lawyers I've talked to? How many people I've talked to? How many potential?
Why would you talk to a lawyer?
Yeah.
Multiple lawyers. Huh?
Yeah, who wants to talk to a lawyer?
Yeah, who wants to talk to a lawyer?
Bankruptcy lawyers. Here's the funny part. 3 bankruptcy lawyers, all 3 said, we have to wait to see whether or not we make it to the bankruptcy committee. If we make it to the bankruptcy committee, we can't represent you. It'll be a conflict. So far, 2 out of 3 made it to the bankruptcy committee. Oh my God!
So if
They
they represent Diamond, then they can't work with you because only so many attorneys know this space, right?
Well, it's a little bit close and pretty much there. No, what they're trying to do is get on the board to help advise the banks and advise the buyer. Or, I don't fully understand it, but it's basically where they make more money. That's really what it is. They make more money helping to guide it than they do representing anyone. But one of them, basically, my understanding is one of them who made the board kind of represents everybody, all the creditors, but can't represent anybody singly. So it's Nick is his own lawyer. Please, are you kidding me? I'd have the book thrown at me if I was my own lawyer.
So I have a question on the topic that I know we talked about at the show. If you can't distribute through Diamond and you've got people waiting for issues, would you go to digital distribution just to get the issues out, or would you wait?
I would wait. It has to be. It wouldn't be fair to the retailers. It has to be day and date. We couldn't do that to the retailers, and we can navigate past that. I mean, look, this is not fun. This is going to be hard, but it is what it is. Huh?
Then Michael just left. No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's
making fun of lawyers.
Wait. Nick said I can get on the board and get more money. Hold on, let me get on there.
So, I guess let's talk about what you missed, and we missed you, but we can talk about what you missed this last weekend.
I just got one favor to ask everybody: hit that thumbs up.
Absolutely. So, my OAX adventure, I came in on Wednesday with Amber, and it was. By the way, it was freezing in Florida, if anyone didn't know. Especially we went to Universal Studios that day, froze our ass off the entire day. Didn't get a fast pass. We didn't have to because all the lines. But the show itself.
Did you do any rides? Any
What's
water
that?
rides? Any water rides?
Now, it rained, so we got wet.
No, it's a double bagger. It's a Nick double bagger. Got a delivery.
Oh,
there we go.
We're
We're getting crashed.
I love
We're
it.
getting crashed.
You ran out on me. Hi, Tom. Hey, James.
What Anthony's exactly saying is that I'm so ugly, I'm a 2-bagger.
A double bagger. We got a double bagger, Nick.
He's got a
was
me and a
there
mini-me.
in plastic form. He was there in plastic form. I
Thank you,
liked that
Anthony,
it
for
was
making
bad
fun.
weather on Thursday because I sat around in the lobby and did business.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he was by
It
noon
said on the
Thursday.
window all the deliveries are in the rear.
There we go.
But Here we go.
Remember, this is an almost family channel.
With these guys?
At least the time slot. Oh, look, you got a little mini one for your home.
Yeah,
I'm
Nick, you can
telling
take
you.
one home for Pam, and you can have one in the office.
Yeah,
I think
or
Pam will
future
get fooled
giveaway.
and think that I'm. You know what? Pam will know it's not me because I'll be paying attention.
Take the life-size one. The life-size one.
I think you need to cut this a little more.
Sure, I brought a razor.
I noticed.
Look at that.
So if you look at that, Nick, I couldn't find a whole body in the same suit. So the bottom of the suit has the cloth costume, and the top is the leather. I kind of had to piece it together in Photoshop.
Oh,
That worked
There you
pretty
go.
good.
Tom,
Hey,
you're
Mark.
you're so nice.
I love how good my stomach looks.
Well, it gives you something to
It's
aim for
flat.
now.
So skinny.
Huh?
It's your motivation. Look
Yeah,
at that
right?
every day.
Where's the camera? I'm so big.
Right here.
Oh, there it is?
Yeah.
Okay, now I got to sit down.
There
Hi.
we go.
Oh, look. Oh,
One is to stand in for the lawyer
Oh.
meeting. Nick prefers the leather loincloth. You gotta love it. Kazra in the house. Now, you know what? It was really, really awesome seeing all the hard work that Bill, Kazra, Maureen, Tatiana, Matt, everybody put into that show. And everybody I talked to did well, whether everybody I talked to was only a few people, but the 3 or 4 people I spoke with did well and had fun. You know, I did a little bit of corresponding, and it was great. I wish I was there.
I'll
Let's
tell you,
see.
one of the best parts about the show, I mean, aside from seeing everyone, was how much time you got to spend with the artists and talk with them.
As always, yeah.
I had a great chat with Klaus Janson, with George Pratt. It was just nice because you could just talk about anything. You didn't have giant crowds of people like you would at San Diego or New York. So that's one of the things that I really appreciated about how they try to limit the number of tickets that they sell to try to keep it a manageable number of folks in the room. So kudos to Bill and to Kazra for that too.
When I was talking to the artists regarding almost the reverse of that as well, like, you know, especially first timers, what they enjoyed. And they like the fact they get to communicate with the people that are coming up to their table and don't feel rushed or don't feel crowded. They can stand up and, you know, open up their arms and move around. And then the biggest thing is, you know, no offense to anyone on here, they like the fact that they didn't see the little trolleys with 900 comic books on them, knowing that, you know, they're gonna have to write their name in 30 different colors and with a you know, given tape around a comic cover. So, you know, there was a lot of appreciation there. And I know, I mean, like last year was fantastic and the bar was really high. And I know there was a lot of expansion on the OAX from the card side and the illustration side. And I know from our collector group, we wanted it to do well. And there was like, okay, how's this going to work out, right? But I think it met every expectation. And in some cases exceeded them, especially interacting with some of the other shows that were there. So, you know, it's the place to be. And it will be next year too. And I think there's some buzz out there from some old school collectors that were surprised and, you know, that came there for the first time.
You talked about the opportunity to speak with artists, and you guys know I'm primarily a DC guy, but somehow I found myself in an hour-long conversation with Josh Cassara the night of the.
So nice, isn't he? Him and his wife.
Wow, yeah, and we just chatted, and I'm like, okay, I got to read these comic books. I got to go out and read. I got to go get the last, 30 issues of X-Men because I just talked to the guy who drew them, and I know what his motivation is. I know what his childhood is. So it does help to expand your horizons when you sit down with an artist like that. It's a great opportunity.
Because I know Kazra's in here. You just send him the Mr. Congeniality Award for the show or something.
Yeah,
because,
he's nice to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a great guy.
So was Anthony, right? All smiles the entire time.
He was smiley. I don't
Stop
know.
with the smiling. That's Sharon's
I got
shot.
a picture of you smiling, so I know it exists.
I don't know.
Sharon's in the house. Where's Sharon? Hi, honey. Hey, by the way, I drove 24 hours back from Orlando and then almost 2 hours here. So there's 26 hours of driving time into getting these things to you.
Well, that's awesome.
How slow do you drive? How slow do you drive? I can make it from Orlando in 14 hours.
Oh, bullshit.
He's got a
I made it
limiter
to
on his car, on his truck.
I made it to Miami in 18 hours and 15 minutes from Fleming, New Jersey once.
Well,
And I stopped by Ryan's Steakhouse for
was
steak.
that the late 80s?
A lot of bathroom
when
breaks. A lot of bathroom breaks.
There was another kind of snowstorm happening.
It was about 1990.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Yeah,
for
it's
next year's OAX, here's the secret to all of all the viewers here, that is, if you want the best possible espresso anywhere near that show, you have to stop by Anthony's table. He's got an actual espresso machine.
I brought my espresso maker. Yeah.
Did you
have
really?
one?
Oh, Amber
Yeah.
would have hung out there the whole time.
Yeah. Well,
Very
all you
good.
had to do was ask. It was in the back where Sharon was with their cakes, and I plugged in my $1,500 espresso maker because I just can't stand
Good,
it.
because he's got that kind of cash.
Hey, Michael, if you want to one up,
And he didn't just bring an espresso maker. He brought a $1,500 espresso maker.
Yeah, and I have two of them, one at home and one at work. Yeah.
Backup.
So why don't you ask me how my OAX experience was, Nick?
Well, because I haven't gone around the room yet, and you came in
That's-
last, and
that's-
I'm saving the best for
we
last.
were starting that.
Fashionably late
Just being
because
interrupted.
it should all be about me when I got here.
Okay, I'm saving the best for last. So,
We need a front light. I can't see myself.
well,
There is a
ventilator,
light.
Turn it on. It's over there.
Oh, now the glare on my head. My head.
He left his 15K espresso maker at home.
1,500, but no, yeah, no, I had an espresso on the way here, so yeah, I stopped at the casino and played some poker, and yeah, so I'm probably gonna stop back by there after we finish here. So, fun to be here.
One observation that I have, and this is just an observation, I think one of the reasons why the artists like the show so much, besides the fact that nobody's carrying 300 comics waiting to be signed and CGC graded, is an artist selling his art to you is one of the most personal things he can do. He knows that you're actually there to get his art, not just for a signature, not just to get something, that'll either be just put away or slapped or flipped on eBay. You actually respect what they do day in and day out. And that's got to be a great feeling for them. And look at what Michael has.
It's a nice Macone.
Is that Macone? Yeah,
it is.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, so
It was
for
great,
all
because when
three
I
of
picked-
you, before
when I picked
I
it up,
get
you
to
could-
Anthony, for all
you
three
have
of
the
you, what was the
conversation.
highlight of the
It's
show
wonderful.
for each of you? What was the highlight of the show for each of you?
I'll let Michael.
Highlight.
Go
Well, go ahead, Tom. We'll start with Tom.
No. Let Michael. I was going to let Michael go first. I want to hear what the attorney. What makes the attorney have a good time?
So one of the for me, one of the coolest things, and it's a client that Anthony's had for years. I made a sale to a very nice young woman who turns out is also an intellectual property attorney from New York, who I'd never met before, but we have colleagues and friends in common, and it was just kind of cool how those two worlds once again overlap and collide. So, and that just falls into the whole. The best part was the socializing part of the show. I'm not complaining about the
my
money
best
either.
customers.
She is
best customers. She's a great customer, not just a good customer, a great customer.
Well, Michael made a friend. How about you, James?
The hot garlic zingers at Miller's. I will tell you, I mean, they were surprisingly delicious, but of course it's absolutely the social aspect. Seeing lots of people from all over the world that I chat with on a daily basis. People that I consider core friends that, I've seen 2 or 3 times maybe, but, we've shared the last, 4 or 5 years, and these cons, especially the OAX, is the best time. But a side highlight, I got to hang out with the card art guys at one of the penthouses in the middle of the night while they're doing their Whatnot show. And they were having so much fun. They were drinking. It was almost like a little mini frat, from back in college days. And they were doing their cards. I got my little I don't collect cards, but I got a little Psylocke card. And just chatting with them in their world. It was kind of eye-opening. It was a good time.
James has defected.
Nah. Well, not.
Kazler, Kazler's the enabler. You may have defected, but it was all because of him.
Yeah, but they were nice guys, but they don't beat the OG crew or the OA crew. But it was.
But if you had zingers, James, that sounds like you had your cheat food for like a year and a half.
Oh man, Miller's, man, it's that location, and it wasn't planned that way, but Miller's makes that location. Miller's and Walgreens, right? So you can kind of get some staples, but bar's great. The drinks aren't overpriced, and zingers are where it's at. I didn't have them last year, but they're phenomenal. Tom, Mike, did you guys get any zingers?
What are zingers?
Yeah, you missed out. They're basically chicken tenders, but they're buttermilk covered. They're just good, especially the hot garlic.
Well, last year, the secret that we learned was we had a really, really great Italian meal. But to do that, you had to go to one of the Universal hotels where they had a really nice
that City Walk area.
No, not even City Walk. So if we went to the Portofino Bay Hotel, and they have a Beach A restaurant, and it was just like after eating in the little restaurant in the lobby of the hotel, it was like, oh my God, there really is good food somewhere in Orlando.
Well, that Japanese restaurant that's right near us hibachis are basically all the same, but it was legit. It was a little bit extra.
I'd heard that.
Yeah, it was really good.
The Japanese restaurant that you could just walk to.
Kobe's, yeah. In the
That's good.
Yeah, I ate there last year. It was good.
We ate there twice.
Crew.
You're right, Kazra. I'm looking for Bella to join us next year.
And then you'll have turned to the dark side.
Amber's still coming.
Tom, what about you, Tom?
Well, being an older collector, I got a chance to sit down with Pat Broderick a couple times, and anytime you get to sit down with an artist and have a free-flowing conversation is a pretty good opportunity. Like I said, got to sit down with Josh Cassara as well on Friday night. But I think seeing everybody who I've met over the last couple of years through the community, the guys and gals that I met in Baltimore, that we got to get, almost everybody from our Baltimore group made it out there. Tim from El Salvador brought me some coffee, and then connecting with guys who I've had exchanges with, like Daryl, but haven't had a chance to meet. So it's the evolution of the friendships, kind of advancing the friendships. And I just thought the show evolved. The show was nicely evolved from last year. And I was glad to, I'm glad to be part of the first show and see how it's evolved from the first to second year. So it's the social aspect to me.
Yeah, I'm dying to hear what Anthony.
What was the highlight of the show for you, Anthony? Besides $1,500 espressos.
No, it was okay. So I probably saved $1,500 by bringing my own espresso maker. The getting there safe and sound from that effing ice storm. Oh my God, that was horrible getting down there. But it did evolve from last year, and the business was good, and I was very happy with the buying, selling, trading, doing business with everybody. I try to do business with everybody, so it was. I got a lot of action, and I was happy about it. I was happy that, from the.
Was there Keith from Memorial down there?
No.
Oh. Okay.
People I know didn't even get notified of the funeral, so that tried to be friends with him. So I don't know.
Well, one of my other highlights was Thursday night. I got to have dinner with Sharon.
Yeah, I was just gonna. That's where I was going. That Anthony brought his better half, so that really made the show great.
That's not correct.
And the baked goods.
Yes, it is correct. Yeah.
No, it's way off. She's my better 9/10.
Okay. Yeah.
My better 9/10. My angel, spreading joy and love and smiles. That's her job, smiling.
Well, you smiled a lot. Your medication must be.
I got a
working. That's
picture
good.
for it. I got a picture of it, right? So
Yeah,
we've got a
one guy
photograph.
that James guy kept bugging me about it. But, you know,
Yeah.
not everybody can have such a beautiful smile as you do.
Is there anything that comes to mind immediately for like OAX next year as far as small evolutions that you guys thought of? That would,
Well, before we get to that, hold on. I'll ask one thing. And you showed your 2 cards. What was your favorite pickup?
Oh, yeah, man. I have a bunch of them.
Threesome. Nick's in a threesome with himself.
There's a power fantasy there somewhere. I got this Sowie.
Oh, that's beautiful. I saw that, man. That's gorgeous.
It's I based it
Sowie.
off the RT Bear Wizard cover with the X Ladies. All I did is give her that cover as a reference, and she killed it.
Who's that?
Sowie. From Jiggy's team, Next Comic Art, and Jiggy sent it up to the Marvel lady that he knows, and so you never know, it could be published. I got that. Most of what I got there was prearranged. If I could share a few things real quick. I'm a collector. This isn't by Harvey. Didn't do that there, but this is Harvey T. We'll just do it that.
Well, yeah, Harvey Talibo.
Yeah, but this was done in 2013. But it's his artwork. All right. I got this cover from Michael McIsaac because he had it way too cheap. Andrea Lamello, it's Jackpot #2 or something like that. Way too cheap. I got this Mike Diodato Avenger page with Rogue, Gambit, and Captain America on it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Southern
I love
comic.
Diodato's Avengers run.
And then it's got some of the X people on it. The big net new I got this one from Fish Benz, from Dueling Dealers versus Anthony. So this was Marvel Age.
Came by yesterday.
Yeah. This Wolverine. This is the introduction of the Wolverine main series in the Marvel Age comic. So title page using the Wolverine title the first time. So something I really liked. Actually got like 12 pickups. I got this Bagley page from Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man Unlimited #2. I posted that one on CAF. Got them battling at the bottom. So
Cake
a couple
break.
things.
Sharon's here for cake break. Everybody hit that thumbs up for Sharon.
There you go.
Cake. She made a ton of cupcakes. They were good.
These are just 2 things I picked up that came in during OAX. This is a What If title page with the cosmic battle. And this is What If Galactus becomes a human and he turns into Elvis. Just
Oh my God.
Elvis?
Yeah, and by the end of the story, he doesn't want to go back to being Galactus. He wants to stay Elvis.
Weren't you Elvis at a Halloween party or
I've
something,
done that.
like a wedding, or with what's the Steranko or something?
Yes. Me and Elvis was Elvis, and Sharon was a showgirl.
This is I picked up a bunch of them. This is the last one I'll just share. It's a Transformers page from
Nice.
Delbo, Megatron on the bottom holding a blown up Starscream. The one
That's
that I
fantastic.
didn't get to pick up was my Linsner commission. He didn't get it finished. That's not on Linsner though, because the original concept he wasn't comfortable with. So he asked me to do a change to it 3 days before the show. So I was cool with waiting. So I'm excited to see what he finishes up with. So
Joe's a pro. He will deliver within a reasonable amount of time.
This is my James deal.
yeah,
Oh,
cover it. Family show, but
Yo,
it's
family
awesome.
show.
What family is in here? My family's here. I'm gonna put this
No.
up in my bedroom. Look at
No, that's published Playboy.
Oh, okay. All right. There's not much to see.
Doug Sneed,
No,
man.
Doug
This is
Sneed.
a published Playboy cartoon.
Okay.
Which
I have
he just
vagina
passed
in my-
away, didn't he?
Huh?
Oh, did he just pass away?
Yeah, it passed away this
well,
weekend.
all right.
Oh, no boobs on this show. Oh,
What are you
my
talking about?
gosh.
We got 4 boobs right here.
No,
me,
you have
you,
1, 2, 3,
and you make 4.
Well, I weighed in at 254 at my doctor's appointment, so I'm 2 boobs.
On the
All right,
20th. Oh, okay. All right. So Tom, Michael.
Michael, what'd you get? I'll go last.
So I showed you the one, the McKenna.
Galactus?
Right, the
McCone.
McCone Galactus piece. I also arranged for Matt Wagner.
That's
I gave him
awesome.
I gave him the choice of Doctor Strange or Galactus. He had already drawn the Doctor Strange, so he chose Galactus. I loved the Silver Surfer added at the bottom there.
I actually honestly don't think I've ever seen Matt draw Galactus or Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that he would choose that. So I have to say that I pretty much never left the booth, so I didn't get a chance to walk around and see what the dealers had. But I was able to get a Buckingham Death, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he had several of them, and they were fairly inexpensive. I did a trade with someone and ended up with an Art Adams piece. This is from the Invincible series, the Global Guardians.
Yeah, it gets squashed by I remember
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man, yeah.
Right. At the auction, I snagged one piece. It was a Matt Wagner unpublished page from his Grendel Master Edition, which was kind of fun.
That is nice.
I love
that background.
I love the inset in the top right. Look at that.
Yeah. Having him in costume with his blade and having Argent on the page, it was just like, all right, I gotta snag that one.
What was the auction battle for that? Were you battling anybody else for that?
There were
Marcus says he was bidding chili dogs.
I couldn't tell who it was that was up there, but I managed to get the was it Matt? I managed to get Matt's attention to do a cut bid because it was at 700 and he was going to 800, and I was like, no, I'll do 750. And he finally figured out what I was doing and did the cut bid, and I was able to snag it away from Marcus, I guess. So that was fun. And this I picked up in trade from my booth mate, Steve Lipsky. Really, really nice Batman Catwoman by Perez.
Of course, Steve's a nice booth mate, but he can't act very well. He needs some acting lessons. Poor Steve. We put him on the spot.
So that was the extent of my acquisition during the show.
You were selling too, Michael. Was there anything you didn't sell?
Well, let me show what I picked up from Michael. I'm like showing the deals I did with your other. So this I got from Michael. He had gotten it and was holding it for me till we saw each other. This is the Avengers Defenders crossover page, and I think I have the whole story of this now. I gotta check my personal books, but the Avengers Defenders crossover is my favorite thing ever in comics, so I collect these pages.
Nice.
And I remember this panel really well. Look at that dynamic panel with them getting shot at.
I'm surprised Michael gave it up.
Well, he's going to get something good for his collection in the long run, right, Michael?
What else? So. What do you still have from the show that you had that hasn't sold yet? Yeah. Well, I think you still have a little bit left.
Ton of stuff, and it's like I said, some of it is posted on my CAF where it says OAX available for sale OAX preview, and I'll be adding more of that stuff to it. But I did bring a few things to show off because I thought they could be kind of fun. So this was kind of neat. It's a cover from the Spider-Man annual, so it's a George Wolverine. It's a little small, but it is a published cover and is relatively inexpensive at $2,200.
So the art is life size.
Not very often you can pick up a Perez cover for that kind of price.
41 years old.
Claim it, Jason.
I have this really cool Thanos versus Spectre
Where's Hoarder's Hide? This is like something that Hoarder's Hide and Fish should buy and split in half. They can have shared custody.
You got that
Again,
one for me.
I try to keep the price kind of reasonable there at 2,000.
For a double figure like that, that's great.
Yeah. What do we have next, Jay? Oh yeah.
Oh, I love
this
that
This piece that Tom keeps saying he wants to buy. So we'll see. Really cool thing about this
Michael does payment plans.
Yeah, I know.
The really cool thing about this cover is the detail. So when you start looking in the background, you start seeing the members of Ultra Force like next to a column or on a staircase that's barely visible and things like that. It's really a lot of fun as a piece. And Tom, you know where to find me if someone else.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to sell or pick out a. Yeah, I know.
I think you could sell. Look, first Michael will give you probably a year, and you can sell a pint of blood a week. You'll get there.
Yeah,
Michael, don't show those X-Men panels that you showed in the green room, please. Okay.
X-Men panels. What do you mean?
Oh man, never mind.
Sorry.
He's just trying to get Jason
J-Dam.
Go.
I actually have artwork from they did 3 novels that was X-Men and Avengers and Hulk. And George did illustrations for the start of each chapter. And so they're like little panels because he did 6 to a sheet of 11 by 17. So that's what I thought you meant when you said that. I was like, yeah, I do have those X-Men panels, but I don't remember showing them to you a moment ago.
Matt, I have an Ivan Reyes Green Lantern double page spread, and I will give you a year to pay for it if you want. You keep throwing that out there.
Ruben, there are some Grumman
for
sale. Two of the 4 I brought sold, but there's still a couple pages from that Titans 25 issue.
What about
This is kind of cool. A nice Bob Layton Thunder Agents cover, and again, it's nice and classic. What was the year on
Zipatone?
Yeah, some great Zipatone stuff.
That's right after the Deluxe comics, right?
Yeah.
Archie did it a year after Deluxe.
So this is, early 80s Layton, which is nice. Certainly got classic era of his.
I don't remember what JC stands for. Michael, do you remember what the JC stands for?
Religious.
It just says JC Comics, so I don't know what it's.
I'll look it up. I'll Google it. Everybody, hit the thumbs up, please.
A nice Nightwing running through the rain cover by J.R. Jr. It was a variant cover. Danny Mickey did an amazing job with the inks on this, as he always does. And
thank you, Jewish Dragons is right. It's John Carbonaro, and I'll tell you why I think he's right. So, John Carbonaro bought the Thunder Agents for $1,000 out of bankruptcy or something, and when Deluxe Thunder Agents were in the public domain. But when Deluxe Comics, which was, I think, David Anthony Kraft, published it, he got sued, which is why they couldn't get all the issues out. And then he did a deal with Archie Comics, and that's what the JC probably stands for.
So, Ruben, I'm sorry to tell you that I actually had my final Titans Hunt page from issue 74 that was there, and someone bought it. So, sorry.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, that's
and
not
this really
nice.
cool John Buscema piece. It's John Buscema inked by Rudy Nevers and painted by Peter Ledger. That was from the Warriors of the Shadow Realm. This is an inside front cover. Just a really cool piece that I picked up from Berkey and then lowered the price on it. One of the nice things about doing trade.
All right,
and then
Tom?
last but not least.
Oh yeah, the mechanical.
So New Teen Titans 3 cover. It's the mechanical, so there's no original art, but this is the artwork that was used for the published comic because they were playing with the logo, so that it would look like Starfire was on top of the logo. So they had to move some stuff around in order to get that to work, which is where you come up with these mechanicals. But yeah, it's probably the least expensive Titans cover you'll ever find from the original run. Just a really, really neat piece because of that. So anyway, that's just a small sampling, but take a look at my calf gallery. There's many, many more things. I've continued to make sales since the show ended, which has been cool and fun.
JC Comics had had Justice Machine in a crossover. I think it was either a crossover or something, but it's because Justice Machine was originally Texas Comics.
And yes, Ruben, thanks. We had a bit of a scare the first week of the fires when a separate fire broke out in Hollywood, what they called the Sunset Fire, broke out in Runyon Canyon, which is a very popular hiking area. But luckily, the winds were diminished at that point. They could bring in the aircraft to do water drops, and they were able to contain the fire before it got close to any structures. But yes, that's I believe David Mandel has talked about his evacuation, trying to get that X-wing fighter out of his condo that he had just recently bought. But yeah, luckily they were able to extinguish quickly and keep things away from us. So.
Thank God. Yes, Crisis on Infinite Knicks, Fred, and you can thank Tom McDonald for this. But just as a quick reminder, we got like 71 people watching and 46 likes, and it should be at like 80 likes.
I guess people don't like us.
Yeah, it's probably me.
No, I'm pretty
Speaking
sure
of
that.
that, what's your reveal?
Too many Knicks.
Too many Knicks.
I like life-size Nick. Can I take this one home? Maybe we can trade for it.
No, yep.
As long as you keep it out of your bedroom.
Am I really that short? I don't know if I was that short.
Life-size Nick.
I'm like middle Nick.
Well, Tom,
Nick.
Tom,
You're just right.
Tom did these. What inspired you to do so many Nicks?
Well, when it was seeing Marcus's cutout last year, and when we got the word that Nick wasn't coming, I just immediately thought of that as a way for Nick to represent. So I originally asked for a 6-foot, and I showed up at the place at Orlando, and it was a 60-inch. I said, "Well, go back to the email," and you could see I asked for a 6-foot, and the woman was like, "Oh yeah, you did." So she let me take the 5-foot, and then had the 6-foot delivered the next day. So that's why there were 2 Nicks.
Oh, so this one was free? Oh.
That was essentially free, yeah. Yeah, but as I said earlier in the show, there's
Nick's favorite price.
Yeah, the top of the suit is different than the bottom of the suit because I couldn't find a full body in the same suit. So the bottom is a cloth suit, which I think was from the 2nd season, and the top is the leather suit from another season. So he looks very svelte. Looks ready to go.
I wish she had some masks you can put on and off, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Could draw a mask on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of pickups did you get?
Mustache.
Oh, so like most, it's funny you should say, Michael, because I think for the 3rd show in a row, I pick up a piece and I run over to Michael's table. I say, "Look what I got! Look what I got!" He goes, "Oh yeah, I own that." So in this case, it was this very cool page from Brave and the Bold 173 that they changed after the story was completed. They wanted to put Sinestro earlier in the story. So at the beginning of the story, it's Krona, and it talks about how he created the multiverse with this absolutely killer bottom panel. Speaking of Zipatone, that's a rare instance of Jim Aparo using Zipatone. But this is the original page, And then they decided to move Sinestro in, so they rewrote the story and did the art. And the published page, that's a stat. So I got these from Berkey at a pretty good deal for 2 Aparo pages with my favorite Green Lantern on the bottom. The big expense was I originally had Miles Wall to do a commission. I was one of the first when they popped up on the Cap update. But as I started talking to Miles about what I wanted, it evolved into 2 characters and a bigger painting. It's going to be a Batman Joker inspired by the Marshall Rogers portfolio plate from the late 70s with Batman and Joker. But I had to pay for half of that. And so that's underway. And then this was a nice little piece at the auction, color piece. It was the end of the auction, and they didn't have the scan, and nobody wanted to get up and look at it. But being a DC geek, I ran up and bid on this. And it's an artist from Florida. I knew you were going to ask me that. Francia is his name. I don't know what his first name is. I got to ask Bill, but it's just kind of cool. So, and then a small Garcia Lopez piece that I picked up, but not much. I'm banking for that Miles Wall painting. That's where most of it went.
And Brian Peck, I think this is what Tom was saying, that Brave and the Bold 173 and 174 were actually both from Michael Lovitz, who traded them to Berkey, and then Berkey broke them up and sold them at the show.
Yeah. Yeah, but like always, I ran over to Michael. I said, take a look at this. And he's like, oh, yeah, let me tell you a story. I own these. So it's like, damn.
So,
well, Tom, my highlight from you is shooting me and Tom Layton talking about our experience in sobriety, and
that's right.
Together, and I'm going to post that on my social medias. And,
I'll let it. Oh, and of course, I got the Pat Broderick commission that you saw in the video that opened the show. That was another, and I gave that back to Pat because he's going to paint it for me. He's going to do color on it. But yeah, I shot that video with you and Tom Layton, and I'll put that together tonight. It was a very interesting discussion.
Yay!
All right, I'm going to see what I could do here. So we had Silverhawks #1 and Thundercats 12 in stores this week, and we are at 52 likes with 72 people watching, and considering I hit like twice and Ruben 4 times, we get like 75 likes. I'll give away your choice, either a Mark Spears metal cover or a Mannix metal cover. Amy, can you get me a Mannix metal, either Silverhawks or all right, then just give me a Mannix, Silverhawks, and Thundercats cover just to show.
It's multiple
Knicks
are cracking
one.
me up.
What was that?
You're buried in Knicks. It's cracking me up.
I know, right?
Where am I?
He got his Mannix.
Mannix commission.
It's Omar Francia, Tom.
Yes,
Robert
thank
Burton.
you. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, this is Nick's front, Mike. You don't want to see my back.
Who'd you pivot to on your distribution now?
Still in discussion.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a lot of headaches.
All right. I'm sorry.
Now that he's a Flash, he can do his own distribution.
Right?
And I got a Pat Broderick piece coming tomorrow in the mail from the HA SIG auction. It was that Dino's piece, that Alpha Flight poster. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I picked up a Pat Broderick at the auction 2 weeks ago, and he, in fact, I opened it up, I showed it to Michael, and I walked down in the hallway, and Pat was standing right there. It was kind of freaky.
Somebody see Mannix.
There we go. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, have a great weekend. Here we go. So we get the 75 likes. We'll do a giveaway.
Mannix.
Do hashtag Mannix at 75. All right, Jay? Hashtag Mannix at 75. And then the person who wins can decide if they want a Silverhawks medal or a Thundercats medal. There's
Silverhawks. What was that?
Silverhawks was basically the follow-up to Thundercats. They're both Rankin Bass. You know, I always forgot these were Rankin Bass.
Well, this one looks like Rom. Look, Rom.
Nick Triplets. Hashtag Nick Triplets. Guys, it's Mannix at 75. Some people just wrote Mannix 75, so it's at 75. So, yeah, JC, you wrote Mannix 75. It's Mannix at 75. But we got to get to 75 likes, guys. You guys in the audience, you're free to enter too if you want.
Oh, I do.
Very
And
good.
it's
Name an artist or a character that you would like to see from my, because I have a bin full of OAX goodies here.
Art Adams.
No.
And Neil Adams? Can we get? I'd like a Neil Adams. He wants an Art
No.
Adams.
going.
Brett.
Jim Lee. Mark Silvestri.
No,
Rob Liefeld,
no.
New Mutants.
No.
God Loves Man Kills.
Yeah, that would be good. The cover.
Brett Anderson.
No.
Green Lantern.
All right. I'll
Killing
try
Joke.
Yes. Green Lantern, yes.
No one wants to see that one.
Well, the cover 74. If you got the cover 74, I'll take that.
Oh, look. It's got blue marker on it. Oh.
You know, just because he's probably hurting from OAX, and I want his wallet to hurt more. What's your good cat pieces? Because I know Alberto's watching, and we like to target him.
Nice.
Well, Alberto and I did a lot of business at OAX, and you know, he got my best stuff.
Oh, okay.
He got stuff out of my personal. He got my best piece on my inventory. So,
He's
yeah,
a machine.
Alberto, thanks again.
Matt, if you want the Green Lantern, this is the very first Tomar reissue.
And I have another page with Tomari
Issue
on it.
6. So
That's got Berkey.
Huh?
Is that Berkey blue ink on there?
It is. He did a Berkey deal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Berkey blue ink here.
I should have erased it all.
Hey, you have that Burn X-Men page?
Flipper.
I am a flipper. I'm a professional flipper.
You got any Burn X-Men?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe next week I'll put. You know, I still have those Brent Anderson X-Men pages that I haven't posted yet. Maybe I should put one of those up for sale on one of these shows.
So
We got
there
like
was
three
a
more.
question about Paul Smith X-Men. Have people picked up the artist edition yet?
I have
Yeah,
not.
Paul Smith?
Yeah. Paul
Oh,
Smith
yeah, it's
X-Men
gorgeous.
artist edition.
Say it.
That looks like
Sharon.
Sharon.
Got Sharon on it.
She doesn't look happy.
It's a monster page. She looks horrified.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a really cool Hawk girl page for my Hawk.
Ooh.
And Hawk
Is that-
girl.
All right, right now we got 83 people watching. So if we get to 85 likes, I'll give away one of each. A Silver Hawks medal and the Thundercats medal. So we'll still
Who's the
keep
ar-
it at Mannix at 75, but
Who was the artist on that Hawkman page, Anthony?
Murphy
Dylan?
Anderson. It's from
Murphy
number
Anderson?
9.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Sweet.
it's what's cool about this is, you know, it's not the full page, but look, it's you got an
It's 11 by
11 by 17 piece of art, you know. You got
Someplace
more
in there,
than
yeah.
11, 17. It's the same art. Great Hawk Girl splash with this weather wizard, or who's this guy? Matter Master. He chortles with glee. Can you chortle?
I can't. I can't even
Come on,
gargle.
chortle.
I can't gargle. How can I chortle?
It's a
You know
family
what
show,
Chortle
so jokes
is.
are not going to come from that one. for
Okay,
me.
Marcus, 120 likes. I give a 123. You got to do the Flash of Two Worlds. 123 likes. I give away the mini Nikki. It's got to be 123 for Flash of Two Worlds.
Mini Nikki.
What? You give it away? You're going to ship that thing? Because I'm not driving it anywhere else.
Yeah, you better be careful, Nick. That thing costs more to ship than it probably will to have made. That's why Anthony took him up to you.
Which was really nice. Thank you, Anthony.
I'm trying here.
You know, I
Hey.
knew Marcus was going to come back with that. Look
I'm
at
just-
what Marcus posted. I knew it was going to happen.
Hey Tom, did you see the question for you?
No, I'm sorry. I don't have. Let me pick up my phone. Tom,
I'm just
what is
saying,
it?
whoever owns the crotch goblin piece should own the mini Nikki, and the scenes that person
Oh,
can
Corey.
create would be amazing.
Marcus
Corey,
has
was
a
that-
whole shrine to
I'll-
Crotch Goblin.
I'll send you a link, Corey.
He's got a whole shrine.
Yeah.
66. We're getting close to the
Oh
75
my
at least.
God. I
You
can't
wanted-
imagine the little Nikki shrine.
You're gonna buy this for cash?
We'll talk.
If I get cash out of Nick Barucci while I'm here, oh my god!
You can buy another espresso machine.
Yeah. I have another buy-in for that poker game.
Why, you didn't do good?
No, I broke even. It was good though. There was a lot of
action.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're getting me tempted.
You want to go back?
Another day. Let me get past the next 3 weeks.
You at least owe me a good steak dinner.
Let me get past the next 3 weeks. I got a hectic few weeks coming up.
All right. What else? What else? What other character do people want to see?
Wolverine.
Ambush bug. Any
Oh,
ambush
God.
bug?
Where's Sharon? This is Sharon art.
Did she really draw that?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. She get to tell everybody how much it's for sale for.
$1,000.
Anybody want Sharon art? $1,000.
She did that by hand.
Actually really nice.
$1,000.
Very nice.
You're being asked for Judge Dredd art and Adam Kubert art.
How about Frank Thorne? Red Sonja.
Nice.
1. So I got 10 pages from 1. It got broken up there.
Issue 1? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, do you still have this property?
Yes.
Okay. Is it your bestseller?
No, but it's still a great seller. It's the second oldest book we have.
Next to
Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah, Army of Darkness
was
is
our
older?
first book.
That you
The first book we published.
Uh-huh.
No, the Green Lanterns are not $1,000, Matt. The Sharon Spider-Man Peter Parker is. Tom and Michael are like texting each other, like, "Can we get off the air now?"
No, I was just trying to pay attention to the chat a little bit.
Holy cow, it's Doc Doom!
What was the Valiant cover you got?
Yeah,
me.
Jason, you got a Valiant cover in the auction.
Oh,
What was
Valiant.
that?
Oh, Jason. That's nice.
You like this?
I do.
You work with Will Conrad, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
that's a Will Conrad. It's a Brazilian cover.
So you got this from Spencer?
Did I?
Probably.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Jump on Facebook and hit like. That counts. We're gonna get a
Alberto,
little-
did you see this? Oh, Mr. Easy Go Lucky wants to know how much the Red Sonja pages by Thorne are.
They're going to be around 5,000 a piece. I already moved 2 of them for that, so that seems to be what.
Marcus wants to know your best price on Sharon's piece.
Sharon, what do you want to sell this for? You want to sell this? I don't know. It took her like months to do, man. She did this all by hand, no light box. I made a T-shirt out of it. With great collectibles comes great service. Anthony's comment.
Matt, email me, okay, Matt, and we'll work it out. Alberto, pop that up, Jay. Pop Alberto's comment up.
This one's kind of topical. It's got Spectre fighting the devil. That's like us, like as collectors, fighting our urge to collect.
No, we don't. None of us fight the urge to collect.
Yeah, dude, we lose that fight.
Where'd you get that from?
Wrong crowd.
Just Matt, email me through the submission form. Jay will pop that back up.
What do you want? What do you want?
He wants he's interested in the Ivan Reyes. Guys, come on.
Is that one of the double pages on a single page?
Yeah. Me and Bill did a deal for the X-Men Captain America 174 double page with Cyclops blasting Steve Rogers and the Falcon. So he always wanted one of those. So we did last deal I did at the show was with Bill on that. I posted that.
Yep, with the room completely empty other than the 2 of you.
And then Berkey and Kazra. Where's Kazra? Is he still here? I've seen more posts from Kazra than dueling dealers. God.
So James, you asked a question earlier, and the one thing that I would like to see changed, if possible, for next year, and this is based on stuff I heard from artists themselves, and that was it would be nice if they had a large enough space where the trading card and the illustration art artists could have been within the same room as the
Yeah,
rest of
I heard that too. They felt a little isolated.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get, I don't know if Kazra, if you're on or not, but I think one of those post event surveys might be good. I'm not complaining. I thought the show was great. Other than, like you said, James, that first night we had to leave the hotel and go outside to get back into the convention. That was cold, man. It was cold that first night, but I thought everything was great. Food was better. Auction seemed like it was larger. There were more, like the room was larger. I thought everything was great.
It would have been nice to have that dinner outside, but of course you can't control the weather. But that was all good. Kind of meeting with people there, and maybe a few more little collector tables. But I mean, that's nitpicky to me. But I know what you're saying. Like I kept forgetting about visiting the other two places from a foot traffic perspective. And
next year it's in February.
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't want to start that rumor unless somebody else did. But I heard that as well. Yeah, it's going to be pushed back, so it'll be a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, and it was a cold snap. Like you can't. It
Not just
very
a cold
atypical.
snap. It was the worst winter storm in the history of the East Coast. I drove through it. It was horrible.
So, I'd rather be in Florida than any other.
Yeah, if you had to go anywhere, right? But yeah. And I think I heard a couple other people say they'd like rooms where they like a collector's room. I know there was one, but maybe schedule time for when people get together to trade art. Of course, the dealers won't like that. But
there was
like an art
space
swap
set up.
Was there? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't immediately accessible, but again,
like the show grew though too.
Corey, that's very kind of you, but I don't think that's true. Tatiana, from what I saw, Tatiana and Matt killed it. They did a great job.
Did a good job.
It was just different.
I mean, it lacked the robust commentary of Nick.
It did,
but they actually got out of there.
They actually did it. They actually got it done in the time.
Hey, we were enough time to get to Miller's, right? To get some zingers.
Exactly. And you didn't have Jimmy Palmiotti saying, "Nick, will you stop trying to stop?" Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love these. I had these all over my childhood room. 1974. I was 10 years old, buying 20-cent comics at the 7-Eleven, and I had these stickers all over my walls.
Wow, how much is this?
I love those.
Still does.
Not for sale.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll work it out.
Anthony the Keys.
I love these. This is my personal thing. I got more Red Sonja pages.
No. So hey Nick, did Anthony Barge like crash your show and try to sell a bunch of art? Is that what just happened?
I think so, but that's okay.
Yeah,
There's a gimme.
Are there any
knew that was
buyers?
gonna happen.
Yeah, you're waiting for Marcus is waiting for an offer on the Sharon piece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nick does do art sales on the show, so
I guess it's okay.
We talked about it. He said
It's all
bring
good.
some stuff.
I said feel free.
Yeah.
Listen, I haven't been here for 3 weeks. I missed you guys, but something.
Well,
shit.
I was
All right,
kind
I
of
gotta
too.
I'm gonna
Is that
blow
a
this
grenade?
place up if somebody doesn't buy something.
You know what this reminds me of? Do you guys ever see the movie The Score with Robert De Niro and Ed Norton?
That's from Captain America.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's a prop from Captain America.
Yeah. Makes me think of the
No prop.
the scepter that they were looking for in The Score. Eddie Mannix. Yeah, I know Matt and Tatiana did a great job.
What is that? Is that what is that?
Ditko Pre-Hero?
Oh, that's nice.
Monster?
So what was this in the movie? I don't even remember.
Well, they did an auction like 10 years ago of the World War II era stuff because
Okay.
they knew they were never going to use that stuff.
Okay.
Joe Madalena did that auction in Chicago, and I was there sitting next to him buying everything I could. And the one thing I've sold out of it is it was the Hero Hydra Blaster that me and number one Marvel fan did
Oh, nice.
a deal on. So this is something for my personal. I love the calendar stuff. I had these calendars when I was a kid, so
Nice.
I like examples from each one. I
Is
got
that really the price you paid?
maybe.
Wow.
How much was it?
It says 19,000.
19,000. Here's another 19,000. Look at that.
It's got to be nice to have that kind of cash.
He wrote that down in blue marker in the car before
Hey.
he came in.
Ask Big Nicky or Little Nicky if they can let you borrow some.
Little Nicky, that movie. I remember that movie. I have more stuff.
You can do it, Nicky.
How about Godzilla? Any Godzilla fans out there?
And you got all this from Eric Wilkinson. It's like this is like you bought the Eric Wilkinson collection.
I do business with him.
Yeah, he got a lot of this on cap.
He does. He gets his Bagley commission.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice.
hey Jay, can you blow them up to full screen so we can see that stuff? They don't need to be looking at us.
Oh no,
not me.
Here's something I brought for Nick. The Con Man.
I like conventions.
Con Man.
$100?
No. that's I love. I love that. That's funny. And it says double bagger.
I know, right? Just like me.
Oh, there's another couple. Who likes X-Men pages?
Who are they?
Jason, if he hasn't left.
All right, so I got a couple more Captain America X-Men pages. I like this recap. Gosh, I like this recap page. We see Cap.
Oh, was it the Cyclops page you sold, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double-
David, thank you for stopping by, buddy. Everybody, remember hashtag Mannix at 75.
Hey, Anthony, someone's asking after that Godzilla.
Yeah.
How much is the Godzilla?
Oh,
I think it's over here.
Hey, Larry's interested in that Con Man if it's Ron Jeremy.
right? It looks like Capcom Jeremy or alternate universe Nick. Oh.
That might be future Nick. It might not even be alternate universe.
So this is the Godzilla #1 facsimile edition variant where Bagley did an homage to the Trimpe Godzilla 1 cover. So I'm asking $3,000 on this one, which is very reasonable.
That's a very good price.
Nick wants it at
Then you
$3,000.
do time payments.
Cash.
Right? Then you do time
Cash.
payments.
Yeah, my bills wait for no man. What else?
Alberto said he bought a lot already. Who did that Doctor Strange page?
Doctor Strange?
The first page right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I showed from
from Love It.
Avengers Defenders crossover. My favorite thing ever in comics. I remember going to the 7-Eleven just to get the next installment of that, and the guy had a bundle on the ground with metal wire. You know when they would send the metal wire bundles out, and he wouldn't. I'm like, when are you going to put out the comics? And he told me to get lost. You know, so.
It's like Steve Loyola inks almost.
Which one? Oh, doesn't that look good? No, that's Tom McLaughlin.
Oh,
Frank McLaughlin.
Frank McLaughlin.
Frank, yeah. Very nice man. You got a nice Salvatore Thor or
What issue is
Trimpe
that
Ant.
from?
This is 214.
Vinny Barbarino, 1987.
You like that one, Mike?
No, I
I
like
wanted to do some more business with you, but you ran out.
Sorry, American Airlines waits for no man.
Look, this
They
one
make you wait though.
Look at that one,
Yes.
Michael. Oh, you like that one?
Ant-Man. That's interesting.
Ant-Man. Yeah, that's Trimpe from Marvel Feature 5, like his first solo appearance. So I got some bronze. Oh, this one you might not have seen, Alberto, if this is in your, if you're still out there, like a Captain America 409, page 1, with Diamondback. Levinsville Andy. How much is that? Oh, okay. Yay. Just showing and telling. If anybody wants to.
Wait. What are the dates that Kaiser gave for OAX next year?
22.
No. Is that now a 3-day show? Is that officially 3 days?
Well, it's officially 3 days this year with the VIP.
VIP on Friday.
But
Okay.
I keep telling them they should do a soft opening for the dealers. That guys can mingle about, which pretty much happened this year.
Hey, Anthony, are you selling those sweatshirts that you're wearing?
I can order one for you.
I'd like one, yeah.
What size?
Medium.
Medium. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I don't have a medium, so I have to order that.
All right.
I could see if Sharon has an extra.
Yeah, I'll take Sharon's hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
So we're at 70 likes on YouTube, and I was told at least 6 on Facebook.
Yeah, we got it.
And now we're up to 71 likes on YouTube. How many likes we got all together so far, Jay?
78.
78. All right. Remember, guys, 123 likes, and you get the Flash of 3 Worlds.
What is Anthony gonna start an auction at 11 cents with?
Yeah, you gotta pick something to start an auction at 11
Yeah,
cents.
that's your inaugural. Come on.
There's over
You gotta-
80 people here.
I don't have anything that's only 11 cents.
No,
Well,
I mean you gotta pick something that's like $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, Nick has done it.
I don't. Okay, well, Nick can
Is
do
he
it.
braver
It's
than
his
you?
channel. That's his show. He can do it.
He just
When,
wants to be braver than you are. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Braver than me.
Anthony has the 4C wheel.
I like doing that show, but Oh, these are cool. Here's the other Dr. Doom page, FF Dr. Doom. Oh, those are 2 in a row, Michael.
I just wish I hated the inking on that issue, but I'll take a look again.
Why was it? Who did this one?
I
was this
want to say
bad?
Giacoya, but I'm not sure.
So this
Michael,
is $1,500.
Yeah.
Michael, do you have that burn handy that was partially inked that you told me about at the show? What was that? That
Yeah,
was
I'll
an
go grab
interesting
that.
story. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
a second.
Neil Adams. Somebody said Neil Adams.
Oh, that's nice. How much you want for that?
A merch art piece. Like 2,500.
Pretty good for Neil Adams with four key characters.
No, I just
Well,
set the price. It's 27.
All of his key characters. All right, so I'll start this at 11 cents, but I'm going to have a reserve on it. Anything else you want to show?
I think the witching hour is pretty cool.
Oh.
Show the witching hour.
Look. Family show.
I wish the VIP was less food focused.
What?
Nick doesn't, but he also takes blood pressure medication. That is true.
Who doesn't? I went to my doctor today. And
I mean, I thought the VIP was more bar focused.
And the food was just to sustain you.
Yeah. So
It was just to absorb.
I liked it, and I'm a foodie. The pork chops were good. The chicken was, but and I try not to eat so much red meat or whatever. But the pork chops were good.
How was the food at the auction?
It was better. The pizza was decent, and there was
pizza.
burgers. Pizza and
the
burgers
burgers
totally
were
messed
good.
up.
Crap burgers.
And free drinks.
Yeah, the open bar is what
And then there were decent pours, and you could get to pretty much any bar after the initial rush. So that was awesome.
Let's go
So,
back
Michael,
to
do you have that? Michael, do you have that burn page?
Yeah, so this is the color guide from the published cover. It was kind of a Baxter-esque book that reprinted the Kree Scroll War.
Yeah, I remember
This
that.
this was done by Bob Budiansky, so it's kind of cool. Well, it turns out that it was actually originally a burn cover. and it
But
was
not.
partially inked by Jack Abel, and it's unclear why they didn't use the Byrne version. There's all kinds of possibilities, obviously, but I even was able to have Jim Warden give Byrne a call and ask if he remembered what happened, and he had no recollection of why it happened. But I think that the Jack Abel inks were not what they wanted. They're not the best inks. You can kind of see on Namor's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out backwards.
Oh, was the VIP
Namor's
in price
face.
this year?
Yeah, the weather. Was
The
horrible.
weather dictated it.
And
Mike-
what's that character in the lower, like my lower right, your lower left? Who is that character? Is that? I'm
This
pointing
is
like
Rick
you can
Jones.
see me. The opposite side. Who is that? Like taking off on the bottom.
That's a Golden
Yeah.
Age guy.
Yeah. Who is that?
The Finn.
And the Finn. Yeah. Who is
Atomic
that?
Skull. The Vision. That's the Vision, the bald one, right? That's the early Vision.
Right.
No,
That's
that-
Vision.
Yeah,
the
who's that?
Finn.
Okay, I didn't know who that was.
Hey, Michael, how close is
and
your
that's
giant
the,
Fantastic
Patriot.
Four Arthur Adams piece?
I'm sorry.
Where's your giant Fantastic Four Arthur Adams piece?
It's in the hallway downstairs leading to the bedroom.
Oh,
Is that one of the keepers, Michael?
Yeah,
That is one of the
11
keywords.
cents. 11 cents.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd ask you. Yeah.
I got to bring this one over to get framed.
Yeah. Oh man. Man.
I've got one of those. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a photocopy, but I've got one.
Well, you got the one that I fixed. And got rid of the seam, right?
Yep.
Hey, Nick, gentlemen, I do
Yeah.
kind of a hard stop now to go do some family stuff, but I do
Go,
appreciate
man.
you
Thank you
inviting me
for
on.
being here.
No,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for
Have a
being
great
here.
weekend. Missed you.
Take
Next
care,
year,
man.
sir.
Definitely.
Wow. Sucker.
Night, James.
Hey, nicest guy in the hobby.
Yeah. Hey, can I tell you? I want to show and tell something.
James is the nicest guy in the hobby, to be clear.
Yeah. Look at this.
What am I looking at?
Howard Cosell.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And
it
who's the
is.
other guy?
Is that your
Who's the
dad?
I
other
would
guy?
imagine that's your dad.
That is my father. So
How
this is
cool is
like,
that?
I've read this for, I don't know, 30 years. This is like some of my first experience with comic art was like comic strips and Jack Davis making fun of my dad because he was in Mad, and this is a Mad look at sports because Jack Davis was a big sports fan and a big football fan. So this is Hard Hit Cold Spell and Lou the Lebanese of making fun of Howard and my dad. So I love that. It's very nostalgic to me.
That's awesome.
So I have
You're
another
not
piece.
selling, you're not selling your dad, are you? You're not selling your dad, I hope.
For the right price.
Oh.
He
Come on,
wouldn't.
you didn't see that coming?
No, I actually have comic strips that he was in, like BC. He was a joke in BC, a Sunday too, and some other ones that they would do. They would parody and make fun of my old man, so that was funny.
Hey, I found that video of your dad predicting that Donald Trump would be president on David
Right? What
Letterman.
year was that? That was like the mid '80s, right?
Yeah. Jimmy the Greek says Trump would be
87,
president.
yeah. So yeah, he was still on the NFL Today, so he would get guest spots like on Letterman and stuff like that. Regis Philbin, I remember being there when he was on Regis one time. So yeah, he predicted Donald Trump would be president one day in '87. Yeah,
Crazy.
so that was. But he didn't predict he'd be president twice.
So what's this Adventure Comics Force 90? Because it's a really cool looking page.
Well, this is from Dial H for Hero.
Right.
Is this up your alley?
Is that Howard Bender?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I again, because I'm, my dad was Jimmy the Greek, and I grew up in Vegas, and I collect gambling related pages, and this one he turns himself into the ace, and then this crazy guy over here like attacks him with slot machines. So that's
How much is that?
For you?
11 cents.
Start at 11.
Okay. I don't know where I am. I don't know this crowd.
You've got over 80 people watching.
Yeah, you
would
go into
probably
Nick's
do
house.
well.
You got to play by Nick's rules, man.
Okay.
When did I meet you? I think it was in 2015.
Which one, me?
Yeah, you. I met you at one of the Comic Art Live. I mean, not Comic Art Live.
Comic Art Cons, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't know each other before that?
Not that I can remember.
What do you got, Mike?
All right, Nick.
Ryan Sook, Penguin Design Art, right?
Correct.
Correct.
You want
to
something
do
for
11
cents?
cents? I'll do $11.
All right. Started in the chat. We'll give it a 1 minute. 11 cent start, and Anthony jumps it to $11.
20.
We're up to $20. Anybody beat 20? $20 for Ryan Sook Penguin. We're already at 20, Mike, so 11 is nice, but we got to get past 20. Carl, been a long week, came in. I saw somebody talking about how your wife made it out of the fires okay and got everything out, so I'm very happy that nobody got hurt and that she was able to get everything out, man. Marcus wants to know if there's free shipping. Come on, guys, $20. Let's get to 25. Jewish Dragons at 25.
I love how it's $20 and
30.
it costs $20 to ship something and you want it for free. It's amazing.
Yep, another small plane crash today in Philadelphia, right outside the
Nice.
Roosevelt Mall. We're up to $30. Dwayne the Pain at $30.
$50.
Whoa! Maki Poo Poo said 35, but Anthony came in at 50. Can we get to
Anthony,
55?
you can't bid on your own auction, and you're not in Texas.
That's not
Not
Anthony's
his auction.
Michael's.
That's Mike's.
This is my piece.
Oh, that's right. I guess you can.
But I love that slam on the Heritage about bidding on your own stuff.
Yeah.
Except when it's yours.
Yeah.
50 is the high bid, guys. We got to get to 55. Let's try and do at least increments of 5, too. $55. Come on, guys. $55. Somebody come in at 55. Come on. Come
Am I winning?
You're winning at 50.
This cost me $250 to acquire,
That's
just so people know.
Jay
Oh,
telling
don't pitch and moan about it. You're the one that put it up.
I'm just letting people know that we're still in the bargain territory.
All right. What'd you say you paid for it?
$250.
Oh, guys, come on. Let's get to 55. I mean, Michael's taking a haircut here. Unlike me, he still has hair, so that's okay. Dwayne the Pain comes in at 65, beating Dave Kopecki's 55. Can we get to 70? Come on, guys. $70.
Okay, $70.
All right, we're up to 70. Oh, goo, that's not nice. And Dave Kopecki says 75. Here we go.
85.
And Anthony says 85. Kazra comes in at 100.
What
100.
concert? And why are you here so much? It's like you're never doing viewers as much. I don't get it. Wow. 105.
Wow, 105 just to say I could do it. And of course, Marcus has to ask the question. You didn't get it signed. $105, guys. Come on, let's get to 110, and then after this, let's try and do increments of 10. Dave Kopecki at 110, a haircut and a shave. Oh my God! Let's go to 120. Can anybody?
Golden Globe winning actor.
Yeah, Kazra's working during Dueling Dealers, man. He's making sure everything's going well. He can't post.
What does that mean? You don't. Why? It's your.
He's working. He's got to do behind the scenes.
No, he doesn't.
Kazra at 150. Whoa!
Nice.
There we go.
160.
Damn, Anthony said, you're not coming in buying when I'm on Dueling Dealers. I'm going to do 160. Everybody, don't forget also Mannix at 7 hashtag Mannix at 75 if you have not entered yet. And it looks like I think we're at the 85 as well.
Ryan Sook, Penguin, Umbrella. I mean, it's got everything you'd want.
160 is a high bid. Can we get to 170? 175 sounds even better, but can we get to 170? Come on, 170. Let's see who's going to be Edward G. Robinson and the Cincinnati Kid. Who's going to say you're good, kid, but as long as I'm around, you'll always be second
always
best.
be second best.
May as well learn to live with it.
What was that movie about?
Poker.
And what game were they playing?
5-card stud.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. You raise $3,000 on a lousy 3 flush. I guess that's what it all comes down to, making the wrong move at the right time. Really? That's what it comes down to? And Steve McQueen shows his ace. You know he could not cry on demand. They had to put an onion under his eye to make him cry?
No, I never heard that.
Yep. All right, what do we got? We got 160 kills. Nobody coming in at 175?
Come on, guys. Michael's getting an arm cramp.
60, going what?
175.
All right.
Wait a minute. Am I 160?
Yeah, you are.
I'll do 175 delivered.
Not unreasonable. This minute is going on like a movie minute. All right. We'll do a 21-second countdown, but when I get to 8, if you haven't made an offer, it's too late. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, by the way, guys, everybody knows how little I know about sports, right? By the way, Anthony won at 175 delivered. So guess what I did 3 weeks ago?
You went to football.
I bet for the Eagles to win the National, and I bet for the Eagles to win the World Series.
Oh, my God. Did you really just say that?
Did you say the World Series? Yeah, I'll take that bet. Eagles in the World Series. I'll take that bet.
So because I bet so far ahead, I already won the is it the Nationals? It was
3-1. Yes, the National Football Conference.
Yeah, so I won 3-1 on the Nationals, and if they win the Super Bowl, I get 6-1. This is going to be the easiest $90 I ever made.
$90? Oh my God!
So I got an auction for those who didn't make it to OAX. This Mannix poster.
Ooh.
This card art poster.
Ooh.
I will also send you my OAX Expo auction hammer and an autographed photo of me and Pat Broderick. And I'll start the auction at 11 cents. And I will pay for shipping.
And that's a game used hammer that he actually won something with.
Marcus's comment. No chance Chiefs and the refs are winning. I have no chance. Well, at least I won 3-1, so at least I'll be ahead $10.
No, that was good. That was good. That's called futures bets.
Mike at 125. Excellent.
All right.
But Nick, the real bet is, will Travis Kelce propose?
I got a feeling he'll propose regardless if they win or not. $11 from TJ. All right.
Now he'll only do it if
thanks,
they win.
TJ. All the money goes to charity.
I'd be on that side of the bet if that he'll bend the knee if they win at the 50-yard line.
And
$11.
And me and Pat Broderick.
15. All right. Let's get it up to 20. Let's do increments of 5. Come on. Let's help Tom pay for the show.
It's going to charity. It's going to charity. I'm not taking any of this.
Oh,
I just don't know what charity. Okay. I'm not going to drag this on. Mike's at 15. Okay.
Let's get it. All right. All the money's going to charity. Let's get it to 50.
Which
charity? What charity?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me, Nick.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. We'll send it to the charity of your choice. 25. Okay, TJ. Charity of your choice.
I'll always say saved whiskers. So $25 for TJ. 25. Can we get it to 30? Let's try and get it to 50. Ilya the cat Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry agrees. $30. Come on, we can get to 35.
I'll throw something else in too. I just don't know what. Trust me, it'll be something cool.
That is really nice of you, man. All right, guys, come on. Let's do a 21-second countdown. Again, if you haven't put in a bid by the time I get to 8, that means it'll be too late. 21. Oh, Mike Asville said 50. Done.
What a guy.
Thank you, Mike. Save whispers at AOL.com, please. You are awesome.
He wins.
Thank you.
Does he win?
He does.
Yay!
All right.
Isn't Charity
All right.
Marcus' middle name?
All right. Mike wins. I'm going to call it. Going once, going twice. We got to do the 7 seconds. Sold. Okay,
There we
Mike.
go.
Mike, send Nick your address and he'll forward it to me.
What's your offer, Marcus? Look at that.
I knew somebody was going to say that, CJ. I knew somebody was going to say that. All right, we got to do the giveaway. Has everybody entered Mannix hashtag Mannix at 75? First winner gets to choose if they want Silverhawks or Thundercats. Second winner will get the other. It'll take us another 2 weeks to get the medals, but we will get it taken care of. Jay, how many people entered so far?
We have 43.
Wow. Guys, 75 people watching on YouTube alone, and we have 43 entrances? Come on, guys. Johnny Sanchez in the house. How you doing, man? Let's keep it going, guys. Come on. Steve Vendetta, how are you, man? Come on. This is giveaway time. We got Mannix medals. They have to come in, but we have Mannix Thundercats, Mannix Silverhawks. Medals given away. First person chooses which one they want. Mannix at 75. We up
Phil needs to re-enter correctly.
Phil, yeah, it's Mannix at 75, not Manix. It's MANIX at 75. How much for the cutout? They're not for sale. If we got to 123 likes, I was going to put this as a giveaway, but we didn't get to 123. We need the Flash of 3 Worlds. Where's Mannix? So we got to get the medals in, but it will be Thundercats 12 or Silverhawks 1. First person who wins takes, the other person gets the other one. And next week I will have Mannix art for sale, by the way.
Really?
Yep. The Flush of 3. Oh my God.
Shall we do the giveaway, Nick?
We are doing the giveaway.
Well, I'm saying it looks like everybody's entered.
All right, let's do it.
Michael said chop chop.
Mr. Red Jack. All right,
Nice.
Mr. Red Jack.
Good. He's a nice guy. He deserves it.
He's a great guy.
He wants a Thundercats. And you don't have to ship that. I can take that back with me. And
Well, no, I
pick it
don't
up.
have the medals yet. These aren't medals.
Oh.
These are regular covers.
Okay.
So Mr. Red Jack gets to choose first. And let's run the second one. He may not be here, so he may have to choose later. Always keep his brother and his mom in my prayers. Phil Elling, after having it wrong and Michael getting it right. Congratulations, Phil. Got to give an extra special thanks to Michael for that. So once Mr. Redjack decides which one he wants, Phil, we will pull the other one for you. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. Thundercats it is. Phil.
Especially who?
Especially
fans.
Tom for giving Anthony a reason to go visit Nick.
There you go.
Oh.
Thank you, Anthony, for delivering the world, the Flash of Three Worlds, the Nick Flash
There
of
we
Three
go.
Worlds.
The Nick of how many worlds? Amy's first impulse was, this is way too many Nicks.
You're going to keep that in the background? You're going to keep that in the background now? Is that a permanent
I
part
think we
of
have to keep one in the background, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to scare Pam with another one.
Yeah, that'd be great. Get a video of that. Put it in the bathroom.
Well, I do want to thank everybody for being here. I also want to thank everybody who lifted my spirits at OAX, sending me pictures of themselves with the standees. Thank you.
I did a lot of that.
You did. That's why I said everybody. I want to thank Tom for making the standees. I want to thank Tom, Michael, and Steve Lipsky for that video. That was really uplifting.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really helped during one of the most trying times of my life. So,
just last week,
the last few weeks, ever since my friend died, the Diamond bankruptcy, it's going to be months. This Diamond bankruptcy is going to take me months to get out of. This is stressful, but that's all right. That's life. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
I can cry.
You'll weather it.
Did you?
Look, it's nerve wracking, I mean, the hard part really is that, I've got 28 employees full time. I've got up to 80 freelancers. I've got a responsibility to my employees, my freelancers, my rights holders, and the retailers and my fans. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And there's a lot to deal with. It's not easy. Yeah, my life is full of crisis.
Do you know any good lawyers?
I do. I have one of them's on the air with us right now. But the bankruptcy lawyers are the ones that are on this one, just dealing with that. But it was, what was really cool? Stanley, I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out.
Which one?
Which distributor I'm going to.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know what else happened on Friday that was really cool? I get a phone call. I posted this on Facebook, but I'll say it real quick. I get a phone call, and I'm like, and it was a private number. I'm like, who's this? Guy goes, Vinny Terranova. I was like, sorry, who's this? Vinny Terranova. No, seriously, who is this?
This is awesome.
Vinny Terranova. It's like, is this David Burke? Does this effing sound like David Burke? I was like, is this really Ken Wall? So Wise Guys is my all-time favorite TV series, so that was another great thing.
Was he the lead in that?
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah.
Well, did you ask him what he's doing? What's he doing now?
I didn't ask him that. Everybody asked him that. We just talked about, he wanted to know a little bit about me. We talked about the show, talked a little bit about him. He's a very private person, so I'm not going to talk about the private stuff we talked about.
Yeah, sure.
But he was great to talk to and much needed relief. I mean, between you guys doing that video and sending me the pictures and then calling me on Friday, just made my whole weekend so much better. Good. So much better. And then Sunday night, I mean, look, those most powerful lifts are opinions, I mean, I think Eric Stevenson and Marie Javins should have been way before me, to be blunt, but I'll take it. Making number 18 most powerful person.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to bend the knee.
No, please.
I might not get back up.
Let's see whether or not I make it through the distribution situation. If I don't make it through the distribution
I don't think you're top
situation,
20.
I don't think so either. I don't even think I'm inverted. I don't even think I'm number 81, to be honest.
Yay. Well, congratulations on that. That's cool.
Thank you.
Who'd you have to bribe for that?
Nobody. I didn't even know I was up.
Okay.
So, guys, it's Friday night. Thank you for being here. Michael, Tom, James, Anthony, thank you guys for being here. Glad everybody who made it to OEX had a great time. It's our Christmas, it's our birthday party every year, and it's only going to get better from here. I wish I was there with you guys, but I was happy that everybody had fun. Pray for a lot of people in the world. Pray for a lot of the stuff that's happening. You know, we're going to go through trying times, and let's help anybody that we can help. You know, pray for the war in the Ukraine to end, and to end correctly, for lack of a better way of saying it. See if we can be nice to each other. Everybody's stressed out. Everybody's a little angry. If we can all be just a little bit nicer to each other, we'll make the world a little bit of a better place. Be understanding. Be kind. Hug your loved ones, because you never know. You really never know. So always appreciate what you have. Never be jealous of what you don't have. You can be appreciative of something somebody else has. We're all collectors, but let's never be jealous, because then you'll never be happy. I love you guys all for being here. You can be doing anything on a Friday night. Tonight at 9, we have Nancy McCann, Comics Unlimited. Is there a producer show on Sunday at 6, Jay?
No, sir.
All right, so 8 o'clock on Sunday, Ruben the Collector. Don't forget Ruben show on Sunday, 8 o'clock, and he's got Carl Choi this Sunday. Monday at 5, Miss Jen has her interview show. 6 o'clock, Comic Collectibles with Rex and John. 11 o'clock, Best Coast Comics. Tuesday at 7 in stores this week. 10 o'clock is Henri. Wednesday at 7 is Comic Collectibles. 8 o'clock is do we have an 8 o'clock show on Wednesday, or is Chuck Pino back or no?
Chuck's not back, but on Tuesday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, we have Wonderland Comics with Rich Davis.
Wonderland Comics, 8 o'clock Tuesday. So Tuesday at 7 is in stores this week. 8 o'clock is Wonderland Comics. 10 o'clock is Henri. Wednesday at 7 is Comic Collectibles. Don't forget Dueling Dealers at 9 on Wednesday. And then 10 o'clock. Do we have it? No, that's it on Wednesday, right? Comic Collectibles?
Yes.
For the time being, right, because Chuck's not back. Thursday at 7, What's in the Box? 8 o'clock, Comic Geek Speak. 9 o'clock, you've got Comic Art Live with Bill with the weekly update. Then 10 o'clock, you've got Mog Park with all of her special guests. And then next Friday, you're stuck with me again. So love you guys all for being here. Are you doing Dueling Dealers next Wednesday, Mikey Poo Poo?
I'm waiting to hear back from Bill if he's fully recovered, of whether, and Mike wants to do it, and whether I do a warehouse show next Wednesday, because I could do a warehouse show if he doesn't want.
So something should be happening next Wednesday.
Yeah, I believe so. I hope so. So I haven't talked to him yet.
Special shout out to Jay for coordinating this tonight too. And
he does all the real work.
I know.
Thanks,
Jay.
Thank you. I appreciate
He makes it look like I know what I'm doing.
Yay.
Everybody have a great one. Enjoy the weekend. And Jay, take us away.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.